Jess here, and today I'm joined with Brian Summers, founder and editor of the Airline Observer. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today, Brian.
Thanks for having me, Jess.
It's a pleasure. So you're going to be conducting interviews and moderating some of our keynote sessions at the event. So you'll be speaking with the CEOs of HK Express, CB Pacific, Riyadh Air, and many more. So, of course, you're always keeping a fairly critical eye on the industry landscape. So today, I thought we could start by getting your insights into what to expect in Singapore.
Sure. One of the most exciting things I'm looking forward to in Singapore is a discussion of the India market. The big deal, I think, for this conference is you have not one, but two CEOs from the country. You have Campbell Wilson of Air India, and then you have Peter Albers of Indigo. And there's this old joke that people know that the national airlines of India are essentially Emirates and Etihad and maybe Qatar, and especially on the long haul, Air India is really trying to build something there, but there's a lot of trouble. I mean, there's a lot of history. There's decades of mismanagement at that airline. And I'm really excited to question Campbell Wilson of Air India about what kind of changes he's making and how Air India can become a world-class airline again. Because again, this is not a minor feat. What he has to do here is nothing short of a full turnaround. A little bit different at Indigo, but I'm also looking forward to speaking with Peter Albers. I think viewers know that he spent most of his career in Europe, and now he's at a big low-cost carrier in India. And how do they defend that market, and what are they doing? So very interested in the India angle for this.
Absolutely, and like you said, it's a really fascinating region to be watching at the moment. Aside from what you just touched on about the carriers in India, are there any specific emerging trends that you're going to be keeping an eye out for at the event?
Yeah, we're trying to see what's been happening to revenge travel. I was at this conference last year. It was fantastic, but pretty much the entire region was just getting back up to full operations after the pandemic. Asia had recovered a lot more slowly than North America, which I cover, in Europe as well. And they had some of the teething issues that we saw in North America, where you just didn't have enough planes. Tickets for airfare were very, very expensive, and they just couldn't keep up with the demand. So we're now a year later, and very curious to know how the market has been catching up, and sort of what are the next steps for Asian demand, and whether revenge travel is still going.
Absolutely. And is there an element of seeing how China will continue to progress with that? Because I understand that wasn't sort of exactly as projected.
Absolutely. we're all looking forward to seeing how the China market evolves, both over the Pacific and really all over. It's a very interesting market to watch, and as you say, it hasn't bounced back quite in the way people expected it would.
And you touched on a couple of the sessions, but you're moderating quite a few key moments for us at the event. Can you share some of the interesting themes the audience can look forward to hearing about, because these do span a sort of range of topics?
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to the low cost sessions that I'm moderating. The CEO of HK Express, I mean, that's an airline within an airline owned by Cathay Pacific. Historically, those aren't as successful in some markets as independent airlines, but I think they've done a nice job there. I'm looking forward to learning a little bit more about their expansion plan, where they plan to fly, what they're doing differently at Cathay, what risks they're taking. And then one of the best run low-cost airlines in the world is Cebu Pacific, and I enjoyed my discussion last year with Mike Zuch, the CEO, so much, because that's an airline that absolutely sticks to its plan. You will get nothing for free on that airline. You will have absolutely no legroom, and you will pay a very, very cheap price. And I'm looking forward to learning a little bit more about their growth plan and where they go from here. It's an airline that lots of people should want to learn about, because again, it's in the Philippines, so I don't know that there's that many people that think about it all the time, but it's one of the best run airlines in the world.
Fantastic. That's high praise, and yeah, absolutely, it'd be great to have Mike Zuch back with us this year. So we've covered your sessions. What content are you particularly looking forward to in other people's at the event?
Yeah, look, we're all looking forward to hearing what's coming out of Saudi Arabia. What are the plans for Riyadh Air? I know that I'm doing a panel with Tony Douglas, but Danny Lee at Bloomberg is really the master of the one-on-one interview. He's going to be interviewing Tony one-on-one, and I'm looking forward to learning what Danny can tease out of both Tony and some other CEOs as well, because Danny just asks questions exactly what the audience wants to know. A good follow-up here, a good follow-up there, and I think he does a wonderful job. And I just can't wait to hear a little bit more about the plans for Riyadh Airlines and also some of the airlines that we discussed, the Indian Airlines and others, and even Thai Airways. Somehow they've made a lot of money. We'll see if they can keep that up.
Fantastic. Well, we greatly look forward to having you at the event and hearing more from your sessions when we get there. So thank you for taking the time to speak with me today.
Thank you for having me. I'm looking forward to the event. It's a great event.